He done dropped again. Y'all already know what we gotta do. We gotta break it down. We gotta dissect it. We gotta go through it and see what we see, so we can put y'all on if you haven't seen. Let's get straight into it, bro. Make sure y'all drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub. Make sure y'all do the same for his video. His video description will be down in the description. All right, let's get straight into it. Let's go.
All right, so today we got some really crazy news. And the first part I want to start off at is that 2K has changed their profile on Twitter, and they have now had something similar to like a shot clock counting down. As you can see here, it is now 23 days, and 23 days from now, that it will be July 23rd. Okay, so July 23rd is where you can expect to start seeing some information being dropped, starting with that 2K27 cycle, which we know their cycle goes for about 5-6 weeks leading up. Like, it's like a long rollout for, you know, just building the interest for NBA 2K27. Okay, so we have that. So we now have an official date to where there will be content.
And nobody knew that. Now we know that it's information that's being dropped on the 23rd of July. See? Nobody knew that. Nobody really knew that.
Being released, so mark that in your calendars, July 23rd. And now let's get into what we are going to be doing the video for the day. So if you do not know who Zach Zimmerman is, Zach Zimmerman is a dev for Visual Concepts, which obviously they do the development and the making of NBA 2K. And he did a tweet 3 days ago, and he said people very clearly love the two-way, three-level creator name. Just kidding. What name would you use instead? Okay, this is very telling. And why is it very telling? Is because it lets you know off rip that the name system is going to be pretty much the same as it's been for the past couple years. So we know that, right? It's just like, that is fact. Like, I don't even have to guess. We got to assume. We know that that is where it's going to be.
He wouldn't say that for no reason.
The thing is that he's saying, you know, the two-way, three-level creator name, what name would you use instead? Because everybody loves it. Because a lot of people were getting those names because people pretty much make the meta builds, and the meta builds are going to have that two-way, three-level creator, two-way, three-level slasher, two-way, three-level shooter. It was because everybody's making a build that can dunk it, that can shoot in the mid-range, that can shoot a three ball. That's a three-level score. And then of course they always add some defense, so you get the two-way name. So that's what really puts it into a situation to where there's only but so much you can do with the builder. Right. But as we can,
and mind you, there's 4,000 names in 2K26. 4,000.
See here, he's basically letting us know that the builder, for the most part, is probably going to be looking the same that it has been before. They'll probably make some subtle changes, right? Like they always do. And then, you know, you'll make your build and you'll have that name. And, you know, there's going to be a plethora. I think he said it was like,
y'all let me know in the comments if y'all making point guard, lock, you know, hash, center. Like, just let me know down in the comments. What type of builds are y'all gonna be making on 2K27 when it comes out?
like over 4,000.
I think me personally, I'm gonna go with a lockdown. I'm gonna just start out playing old lockdown. I just want to guard the best person on the court. Who's ever the best person on the court, I want to guard them.
1,000 last year, pretty much might be the same this year, but out of that 4,000, I'm pretty sure like 80 of them were the ones that were used the most, because people are pretty much making the build, their builds the same way. Ideally, everybody looking for that demigod build, a build that can do it all. So that's why most of the time you'll see, you know, centers, most of the centers will have the same type of name, small forwards, shooting guard, point guards, you know, like the two-way ISO sniper, that's what most comp guards had. You know, the two-way, two-way, three-level Titan, right, for the centers or whatever they were called, right, which I know what I'm talking about, the two-way Titan, whatever that name was for the 7'4" centers. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I was pretty shocked. I'm like, yo, like, he really, you know, came out here really early with it. You talking about this was in the 26th. It was already letting people, like, I don't know how this didn't get more news, you know, because it's like, dude, like,
I don't really follow him, so I wouldn't even know
that, yo, like, the naming system is going to be the same. And we know how the builder is. But the next thing is this, all right? And I feel like a lot of this needs to be taken a look at. Because a guy said it's not the name is bad. In my opinion, it's just the fact that it gets applied to so many different types of builds. I just talked about that, right? So many people use it, right? And then Zach says it gets applied to builds with the high midi, high three ball, ball handling, some finishing, and perimeter defense for point guard to small forward, and post defense for power forward and center. In the end, that's what a lot of people want to create. All right. So that is
Makes
why
sense.
we get the name. But what can you get out of that again? What I get out of that is that the builder is going to be freeform once again, right? Because it's going to allow you to move your attributes wherever you want.
Stop it right there. I did not want freeform builders again, bro. I wanted pie charts. I wanted archetypes, dual archetypes, something different. The free for all builder has people out here making literal demigods once they get the cap breakers. Oh man, oh man. 2K26.5 all over again. All we gotta do is just wait, bro.
Right? So you're going to have the same builder that we've had for the past couple years. Maybe they'll loosen up on the restrictions on bigs. Maybe they'll tighten up a little bit more for the
Milton loves
W
rocks,
ads.
so he bought a
Gotta
.rocks
support
domain
them though,
name
bro.
with Squarespace.
I think the 6.8s were kind of 6.7s and 6.8s were kind of overpowered. Maybe they'll nerf those, right? You know what I mean? Like, you'll know they'll make a couple of tweaks in one type of height. And then, you know, this year, maybe it's the, who knows, it's like the, pick a height. Maybe it's 7'2" now, right? Instead of 7'4". You know what I mean? Like, they'll tweak it to where the builder will not have the same type of effect as it was in 25. And that's kind of universally been the thing that 2K has done when it comes to the builder. They're making sure whatever was overpowered the year before, they make sure that's not going to be the overpowered build or height in the upcoming year. And then you just got to figure out what that new height is and what that new requirement would take to be able to find that quote unquote new meta. So that is basically what, you know, in a nutshell, the builder is going to look like. It's going to be free formed again. You can do whatever you want with it. The name system is basically going to be the same. And again, I'm just going off of these tweets and just saying, like, you know, why would he ask that? Now, maybe he's throwing a curveball and he's throwing you completely off our scent, and it's going to be something completely different. But I will say this, is like, it's very difficult when you give people the freedom to do anything and everything. Like, you know, when you, like, we can't go back to the pie charts because you're so heavily restricted. People have the freedom to make their builds any type of way they want it. So we're not going back to that. So it's really like, what other avenue could they do theoretically that will give us the same type of freedom that we have, but it's still different? And it's not really much, because we literally have freeform. We start from a blank slate and we can upgrade anything we want. We want to have a 99 3 ball, we can have a 99 3 ball. Of course, it restricts other things as you go up to that aspect, but regardless, you start from a blank slate with 25.
Literally sound like we're going to have 2K26
I just can't see
all over
what
again.
2K can do. But y'all can let me know in the comment section, give us some ideas. I have given 2K some ideas about what should be done. I've dropped videos on that before. I feel like, you know, maybe there should just be template builds all the way through, just kind of like how first player shooter games are. Everybody has a weapon, and then that weapon can be upgraded with attributes and that type of stuff. And, you know, I'll probably do a whole nother video on that again, just to break it down of why I feel like that would be the most effective way, because it will allow you to buff and nerf animations. You can't buff and nerf animations when people put money into a build. If somebody wants to get Kemba Walker and they literally make a build that's under 6'4", I mean, so they make a 6'3" and under build, they give the ball, they give him the they go all the way up to get the 92 ball handle, and then all of they make that build and they put all the money into it, and then you nerf the Kemba Walker animation. That's just like not going to go well with the community. But if the build and everything that you've done was you didn't have to put anything into that build, then you can start cooking with grease. You see what I'm saying? Because now 2K can buff and nerf animations. Just imagine if, like, you know, Devin Booker could have been nerfed this year. You see what I'm saying? Like, just imagine if, like, the Kobe triple threat could have been nerfed this year. You see what I'm saying? Imagine if Vince Carter's step back could have been nerfed this year. Or if there was other animations could get buffed. That's what makes the first player shooter games really well, as far as I continue to play, because every new season, you know that weapons got buffed and nerfed. So then now you have to find a new weapon that is going to be really, really overpowered. But again, that's what it looks like for 2K when it comes.
He wouldn't say that for no reason. Are they gonna buff players like builds that are too OP? Is he gonna do that? Let's see.
To this builder, as I
As
get more
always,
information, read between the
that's all
lines,
we can do is
obviously
just
I'll
wait.
let y'all know. Let me know in the comment
That's all
section
we
what
can
y'all
do.
think. Other than that, this your favorite old head Uncle Demi.
It's your favorite old head Uncle Demi. It's your favorite old head JV Quan. Make sure y'all drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub on the video, man. His link will be down in the description of my video. Make sure y'all drop him a like. Make sure y'all drop me a like. And keep on tapping in, bro. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. Let me know down in the comments what type of videos y'all want in 2K27. NBA player wise, challenges wise. Let me know down in the comments. And comment banana down in the comments if you made it this far, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all next one. Peace.